On today's episode of WatchJRGo, we are back at the abandoned mini resort and we're in the middle of a dust bowl. What is going on, guys? I am WatchJRGo, and today, like I said, we are back at the abandoned mini resort right where we left off yesterday, and we just cleaned the floor. So we swept everything and then we blew it out with the blower to try to get every ounce of dust off of this floor. It's a lot better, but it sure is dusty in here. So we're gonna wait a minute until this calms down, and then hopefully you guys can see and I can see you. There we go. That is much better in here. We can see, we can talk about the floors, and we got a lot of work done already. So Eric and I went through, cleaned up the floor for the most part. We have quite a bit of this done and absolutely ready for the new floor to go down. We vacuumed so far about the first 4 foot of this, and up under the sheetrock and everything like that, because we'll obviously try to push the floor as far back as we can so that it's nice and seamless. Like we talked about, we're gonna do luxury vinyl throughout in this place, and our luxury vinyl is this Viceroy Almanza. And I would assume this stuff was about $1 a square, because that seems to be what we're getting it for. And it's still a nice luxury vinyl. We're not like cheaping out, even though it's $1 a square. This is what we used in my studio at my house. It has a backer and everything. Some people have been telling me that you cannot buy LVP with a nice backer. This stuff is thick with a really great backer on it, and it clicks together on every side, and it's waterproof. It's good stuff. So while people have been telling me that it's impossible to do this, we're out here doing it. So you don't have to go to Lowe's and buy the most expensive flooring there is. If you get the wholesale stuff from the flooring supply warehouses, you'll come up with a pretty good deal, and it'll let you have a brand new looking place for a very little bit of money. I think all of this, which should be enough to finish the entire house, was $1,000. So that's how cheap it is. We've got our bathroom LVP right there. It's MCOR Rain Milk, kind of a ridiculous name there, but it looks like a nice marble tile you can see through the window, and there should be enough in that one box to finish this bathroom. So I think here in just a minute, we're ready to start laying down the first few passes of this, and as Eric lays it, I'll cut it and I'll keep vacuuming before he gets to the spot, so I can just hand him pieces of floor and we can rock and roll and hopefully get this done really quick. It's still gonna take a day, by the time we get all of this wrapped up, but it shouldn't be a terrible process, and I think by the end of the weekend, it'll be ready to rock. Maybe we'll even have a baseboard. All right, guys, it's been 45 minutes, maybe something like that, and we're halfway done flooring the house here. I mean, maybe it's been 30, I don't know.
It's not a big house.
It has not been long. And Eric's cutting the last piece before we have to quit for the night, because we just poured more self-leveler over there. You can see all of that fun stuff there. And we can't cover up the self-leveler until tomorrow when it's dry. So this is as far as we get to get the first night, and it's looking pretty cool. It's already wonderful to walk on, I can tell you that much. And it looks a lot different in here. There we go.
We can do up to.
Yeah, I know, but I only vacuumed to the self-leveler.
Yeah.
So I need to make a full vacuum pass if we're gonna keep going one more. So I will do that real quick, and I've already got another couple boxes of material open here, so just keep going. We are back. It's the next morning, and as you can see, well, from the time lapse, we got a lot more of this here laid down. We're past where the fireplace used to be zone at this point. And actually a lot of the fireplace even gets covered up. The island will go, it'll basically start where the wood is and then come back something like 30 inches. So that is all done. Eric is out here doing the complicated pieces now, which are the ones you need to rip on the table saw. So he is finishing up these strips along with this piece here that's one of the more complicated ones for this closet because it has many cuts in it and a rip. So he is cutting that piece right now, and as soon as it's in, we can keep pushing that way and we can keep pushing into the bathroom. Unfortunately, we are a box or maybe even 2 boxes short. Eric bought everything the flooring supply place had, and that was it. Like, they were tapped out and they won't have more until the truck next Friday. So we should get the bathroom done. We may not get the closet done. That's kind of where we're at. But with that said, our new floor is looking really nice. I can't wait to get this trimmed out. We got most of the trash out, the truck loaded up. We're ready to head to Lowe's because I worked hours on this closet here, making sure all these brackets are perfect. But Lowe's didn't have enough brackets. We actually bought them out of brackets. So I can't finish putting up all these shelves. I finished the important ones, and this week we finished the less important ones, which are, this will be bedding storage, supplies, all of that fun stuff. And all the kitchen storage will have to go in the kitchen cabinets. A little bit of temporary power goes a long way. Check it out, we fired up the light that goes over the window. And this also powers an outlet down there, so we will have more toe kick lighting hanging out under there, underglow in the bathroom and in the kitchen, and now we can, it's so nice. So we are back from Lowe's with a truckload. I thought we went to Lowe's to only buy baseboard. Guess what, guys? We didn't even buy baseboard. We completely forgot. So if we open this window up here, you can see the truck is completely full of everything we need to finish the deck railing and extend our false roof line up and all that fun stuff. We got a whole bunch of wood and we're gonna use conduit that has to be painted. I forgot, I need to go outside while there's still sunlight probably and spray paint every single piece of conduit. There's a lot of work to do. So Eric's got his grab nailer and he's trimming out the windows here real quick. And I also got the rest of my brackets with the shelves in here. So I gotta hang 1, 2, 3, and all the shelves will be done. At the same time, I'm running around and putting all the plates on the outlets finally, because I mean, we're basically done painting. We might as well just wrap this thing up. That looks a lot better with a couple nails on it. Really nice. As you guys can see, we're doing a little re-architecting on the deck, a little bit of live re-architecting here. So the original post height was designed for a top rail. We were going to just run a wide rail around the entire deck, but now we're gonna run those modern string lights that everybody buys from Harbor Freight. You know, they're in every restaurant in the world. They look great in reality. It'll create like a little bit of a roof kind of feeling space. Got it. Come on, bring me a new one.
You cost me $48.
We are putting in much taller, $48 more 4x4s to accommodate our false roof to make it feel like you've got a, you know, a little bit more living space. Here's a quick look around at the deck, and when this is finished, it'll have a bunch of holes with the railing in between all of this, and then I think the entire railing system gets painted as well. And then the lights will, of course, as I showed you before, connect to those poles back to the house in the big zigzag config. And all of this will be replaced and the speakers properly hung with the cameras and all that here in like a week. So that's a lot of progress. We had to pull all the 4x4s back out and remount much taller ones like we said before. So there, a ton of work went down today. But we're getting closer every day. Well, this is the shortest weekend at the abandoned mini resort yet. We worked for what? 2 hours, 1 hour, 1 hour, 2 hours yesterday. Maybe not even that. We just got to right here, which we're really fast at because Eric and I pretty much use this floor for everything. Obviously, we just used it to build the Tech Throwback studio. Eric does a lot of LVP, but we got that knocked out super fast. And this morning we finished this in about an hour. And then we went outside, and I know you guys can't see it right now, but the deck has a railing all the way around it. We don't have our actual rails in yet because the rails are the conduit. which is all getting painted, and it's all gonna look really good. It's just, I promise you, when you see it done, it's a great look. They use it on a lot of really high-end homes, and it's super cheap because it's $6 a stick, 30 sticks, 180 bucks, finishes all your railing. And you know, those upright ones that you use for decks, on a lot of composite decks, the black ones that have the little designs and stuff, those are $7 each. So you use way, way, way more of those. Like it'd probably take 100 of those. So like $700 to rail this deck. Conduit, 180 bucks. So we'll do it with our EMT. It's gonna look great. And I'm gonna finish up the closet right now. But for the most part, we are gonna wake up, pack up, and head out for the weekend. I got most of the switch plates on, you know, most of them are done. Few little things left to do. And we even hung one of the outside speakers today so we could have some entertainment while we were working on the deck. And the Sonos amps are actually installing updates right now. As soon as that's done, I'll have some music back and I'll finish up my shelving. So here in a second, that will look complete. And I am super excited. We need one more box of flooring for that is what we've finalized. Obviously that little section over there is going to be completely under the countertops. They actually said to leave 20 inches of it blank, but we left about 6 inches of it blank, and of course we'll shim the back when the counters go in, so it'll be a perfect floor there. And over here, we're still deciding how we're gonna transition. We might cut the floor down the middle, but we might just snap the floor right in because it all snaps together. So that's probably the easiest thing to do. We're just deciding where the door is gonna fall and if that will work out. And we've got shelves. Do you guys know how long it takes to individually mount each one of these, make sure they're all level, and then level this way, and then level to themselves, and then the shelves are level, and it took a lot of work, but those are finally done and completely screwed in. So if we had a door, we could start throwing stuff on it and having it organized. Shortly, very shortly, we'll have a floor and we'll have a door. So that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to head on over to shop WatchJRGo.com for cool shirts, not like this. And please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. And I will talk to you next time. One more look around here. This is a very big difference. If you remember when we started just 2 days ago, that was what all the floor in here looked like. And now this stuff looks really, really nice. And once the baseboard's on, maybe next week, it'll look even better.